the flip-flop conversion, right? This is the important discussion to go into the both synchronous as well as asynchronous sequential circuit, right? That means suppose we have here SR flip-flop. For example, this is the SR flip-flop. This is the clock, we know. This is the Q, this is the Q bar, Q bar, right? This is basically SR flip-flop, right? Not latch, already we crossed the latch, we are in flip-flop now, right? So this is our main clock. Maybe it will come from somewhere outside. Clock. Now the question is, we have only SR flip-flop, but we would like to attain the JK flip-flop operation. We don't have the JK flip-flop, right? It means that these are all tie, these are all the ICs. If you buy JK flip-flop, it's in that IC 4 or 8 JK flip-flops are there. Like that, SR flip-flops are there, D flip-flop, right? T flip-flop, or you can construct one flip-flop from the other flip-flop. Now the question is, how do I attain the JK flip-flop operation using the SR flip-flop? So this we can say something like that. SR flip-flop to JK flip-flop conversion. JK flip-flop conversion, or JK flip-flop from SR flip-flop. Both are same. To SR flip-flop to JK flip-flop, or JK flip-flop from SR flip-flop. That means the root, the available flip-flop here is SR flip-flop, right? And we are going to attain the operation of some other flip-flop. Here in this case, JK flip-flop, right? So this is the requirement now. So how do you convert it now? And what is the general procedure for this conversion? And what the procedure will be followed by the tool to implement any kind of flip-flops based on the available flip-flops? Because all the flip-flops are not available in your FPGA, right? There will be a D flip-flop or any other flip-flop, but any flip-flop can be implemented using those flip-flops. How the software will optimize it now, right? As I told you, in Xilinx, particularly I'm telling you in Xilinx because we are using Xilinx. We can say other Quartus 2 also, Altera product, right? So any kind of tools, any kind of software for this kind of front-end applications, we are writing the top-level program. Tool will optimize the top-level design into the low-level design for its convenient implementation using the available resources in the FPGA. Okay. So how the tools are doing, that is what we are seeing now. So if you write something, how the tool will work. Because this is not the way before 20-25 years. Because we have to derive everything on the paper. Then you have to collect the components, suitable components, connect them together, wire them together on the board. Right? Finally, you got your application done. But now the situation is completely changed. Everything is by the coding, right? Coding, programming. So coding is very much essential now. You might have seen some advertisement in the YouTube or in some media stating that coding courses will be introduced right from the 5th standard. Because coding is essential. Without coding, kuch bhi kar sakte hain nowadays. Because coding in the sense, everything is centered around by the chips now, programmable chips, reprogrammable chips. So you take any application, right from the simple toy, playing toys into your satellite control system, there is an IC. That IC is programmable IC. That is a reprogrammable IC. Programmable IC in the sense coding is coming into the picture, right? So one should know the coding, maybe in any platform. If you are good at any platform, then you can easily switch over to some other platform. For example, if you are good at embedded system, you can switch over to VLSI. If you are good to VLSI, you can switch over to MATLAB. Because it is a matter of knowing the instructions, that's all. But logic will be remain same. You want to connect to LCD means LCD logic is remain same. 7-segment display logic is remain same, or Ethernet, HDMI, Bluetooth antenna, whatever you want to connect, the peripherals are remain same. So, but you should know the suitable functions for that platform, right? So that is simple. Once you are good at the logic, finding the logic is important, right? So that only intention behind this course, to train you all to gain the knowledge to find the logic for any given applications, right? Okay, so coding is important, programming is important. Now we are seeing all those things only in this course. Now, so what happened? The intention here is the input will be actually JK flip-flop. This is J and this is K. This is J, this is K. So if you draw your FPGA or something, it is something like this, right? I need this is a JK flip-flop. JK flip-flop, right? So this box, this box is the FPGA. Maybe you can say this is the FPGA. In our case right now, that means I am going to implement in FPGA the SR flip-flop to act as the JK flip-flop, right? You see the external input. External input is this is the input. This is also input. So this is the external output, right? Then this is also the input. So the clock is going into this box. J and K inputs also going into this box, right? But core within this box is a SR flip-flop, not a JK flip-flop. But what do I want? I want JK flip-flop, not SR flip-flop now, right? So the idea is, therefore, we needed to do some data processing here, some data manipulation to make the SR flip-flop to act as the JK flip-flop now, right? So I'm going to introduce some part here. I'm going to introduce some part here, right? So that part output, this will be definitely a combinational circuit. Combinational circuit. Combinational circuit. This circuit records the input of J and K. Also, it may record the present Q. Also, it may record the present Q or Q dash. Or Q dash, right? That means I'm going to introduce or incorporate one combinational circuits, right? That circuit gets the input from the external input as well as the present state or present output of the flip-flop, ultimately SR flip-flop, right? As a feedback. So this combinational circuit job is, right? Job is now, if I give J, K and K input here, then this combinational circuit should drive the SR flip-flop to generate the output that is corresponding to the JK flip-flop. That is corresponding to the JK flip-flop, right? That means we know that in every flip-flop there is a set, there is a reset, no change or toggling, right? No change or toggling, correct? No. So this circuit job is now, additionally I'm going to incorporate one circuit now. So job of the circuit is, this circuit will generate the suitable input into SR flip-flop such a way its output will be equivalent to the JK flip-flop. Equivalent to the JK flip-flop. Because through SR flip-flop, you can reset it, you can set it, you can maintain the no change conditions. Understand now? But whether you want to perform here no change or set or reset completely depends on this input. Completely depends this S and R input. S and R inputs now. So the S and R input comes from this combinational circuits. So after generating this output, then you apply the clock here. Based upon this SR and S and R, the Q and Q dash will be generated now. So this combinational circuit will be sufficient enough to generate the suitable input here to realize the operation of JK flip-flop, not SR flip-flop. Not SR flip-flop now. That means what is a JK flip-flop? Again, it consists of set, reset, no change, toggling. Toggling is nothing but only set or reset only. If it is a set, you make it a reset. If it is a reset, you make it a set. That is nothing but toggling, correct? No, that is nothing but toggling now. So therefore, the any flip-flop can be converted into any flip-flop, or any flip-flop can be derived from any flip-flop by incorporating a suitable driver circuit. Suitable driver circuit, right? So this circuit is called a driver circuit or it is also called next state generating function or block. Next state generating block or circuit. Why it is called a next state generating block? See, suppose J is here, K is here, then your Q is coming back here as a feedback. Q dash also is coming back here, correct? No. So this is the combinational circuits now. There is no any control over this circuit, right? At the moment when you change your J and K, then immediately the circuit will change the S and R. Will change the S and R as a function of J, K, Q, Q dash. J, K, Q and Q dash, right? So S and R will be available here, but at the moment when you apply the clock here, then the next state will be generated here. Correct? No, the Q of t plus 1 will be generated here. Q of t plus 1 is here decided by the circuit only. It's decided by the circuit only now, because your S and R is the function of J, K, Q, Q dash. J, S is a function of J, K, Q dash, Q and Q dash. R is also function of J, K and Q, Q dash. Correct? No? Therefore, this circuit only will decide what should be the next state. What should be the next state? Therefore, this circuit is called next state generating block or next state generating circuit. That means this circuit only decides what should be the S and R. Then S and R only will decide the Q and Q bar, right? Therefore, we can decide the circuit such a way that if S is J is this one, K is this one, Q is this one, Q bar is this one, then Q bar is this one, then you generate this and R to get this output. To get this output now, right? That means something like that. If this is like this, to get this one, you generate this one here. So that is the job of these combinational circuits now. You got the idea, no? Now the question is how to generate the combinational circuits. How do you generate it now? What is the generic procedure? Because we should follow the general procedure, not to attain any flip-flop from any flip-flop, right? So any flip-flop can be attained from any flip-flop. That what is the general procedure? How to attain that procedure now, right? So listen carefully. This is the, I developed one own simple way through which you can attain, you can convert any flip-flop into any flip-flop. That the same way these tools also follow, because I derived these things from the tools by observing the tools internal operations. Okay, fine. Just carefully listen to me how the conversion will takes place. Now, actually, what do we want? We need here JK flip-flop now. We need here JK flip-flop, right? That means ultimately we are in need of it will be something like that. J, K, clock. This is our Q. This is our Q bar. This is the JK flip-flop. I want JK flip-flop, right? But here the core is not a JK flip-flop. Core is not the JK flip-flop. Correct? No? Core is not the JK flip-flop. Core is the SR flip-flop. SR flip-flop. Fine. Now, I'm making one table here. First one is J. J input, K input, and then Q input. J, because that means this is the actual external input, right? No, I can feed only these inputs into the chip, into the circuit now. J, K, Q. J, K, Q, right? And then here, what I want here, Q of T plus 1 or Q plus. Q plus, we can use two representation here. One is you can use here J of T, K of T, Q of T, or Q of T plus 1 or simply J, K, Q, Q plus. J, K, Q, Q plus. Q plus. Okay. Now we will fill up the JK flip-flop first. That means we are interested in the JK flip-flop. So you tell me now 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1 is one case. Then 0, 1, 0, 0, 1, 1 is another case. 1 0 0 1 0 1 is the third case. 1 1 0 1 1 1 is the another case, because this is applicable in the JK flip flop, right? Not in the SR flip flop. JK flip flop, right? 0 0 0 0 0 1 0 1 0 0 1 1 1 0 0 1 0 1 1 1 0 and then 1 1 1. You tell me, if this is the condition, 0 0 0 is the present state, if I apply the clock, what will be the Q plus?
0.
0. Hold. So 1 here. Then 0 1 0, right? 0 1 0 means what will be the Q plus?
Reset.
Reset. So 0 0 means no change here. This is reset, right? Then 1 0 0 means set. 1 1
Set.
set. 1 1 0 means
Toggling.
toggling. So therefore here 1, here 0. Toggling. Toggling, right? 1 0 1 0 now. Toggling. Toggling now, right? Now the question is, this is fine. This is what do we want? Correct? No, this is what do we want. That means if I give this is the state, if I apply the clock, then next this will be 0. If this is this state, if I apply the clock, this will be this one now, right? But actually the core is not like this. Core is something else now, right? The core is something else in the sense, I have the core flip, 4 inputs are S and R. Core inputs are S and R. Right? S and R is the core input now. Now, see, to change this 0, 0 to 0, listen, the present state is 0. To change this 0 to 0, what should be S and R?
0, don't care.
0,
Don't care.
0x.
0x. 0x. 0 to 0, right? That means the present state is 0. I'm talking about only the flip flop now, right? Only the flip flop, only that core flip flop, SR flip flop. So 0 to 0, the S should be 0, R should be 0. And 1 to 1,
X 0.
0 1.
1 to 1 is 0 1 or X 0?
X 0.
0.
Go back to the previous table, yesterday table. Who said 1 0?
Don't care 0.
So what is that? 1 to 1 के लिए किया?
Don't care 0.
Don't care. Yeah. You go back to yesterday chota table. I told you know that next state control table.
Excitation table.
0 0
0 don't care.
0 0 to 0 don't care. 1 to 0
0 1 sir.
0.
0 1. 0 to 1
1 0.
1 0. 1 to 1
X 0. No, sir, don't care 0 sir.
don't care 0. Good. 0 to 1
1 0.
1 0. 1 to 0
0 1.
0 1. All of you please check whether this is correct. You understand how the others are telling this value. You understand. Just to go back to the yesterday discussions. The characteristics table is converted into chota table, no? We referred that table, from there we are telling all these things. So all the chota table is very much essential for this kind of discussions here. Okay, fine. Now we got that 0 to 0, the S and R should be 0x. In the same way 1 to 0, 1 to 0, this S and R should be 0 and 1 now. Now I am going to generate the combinational circuits, right? For generating this S as a function of J and K, J, Q, J, K and Q. J, K and Q. So that the J, K, Q can be applied into the combinational circuits. That circuit will generate this is 0, the suitable S here as a function of all those things to generate this output. To generate this output now, right? You see the procedure. So therefore, I'm going to derive the Karnaugh map now for S, because S I have to generate now. S will not be generated by itself. Yes, I have to force by the circuit now. So by observing J, K and Q, I have to make the combinational circuit to generate this S and this R, so that whenever I apply the clock, this state will be converted into this state now, because this is the state what I wanted to get the state of the JK flip-flop. Am I clear now? I think Vaishnavi, I'm not clear for you. Okay. So for S के लिए, S means now S will be the some function of J, K and Q. J and K and Q. Q matlab Q bar will automatically come. Right. So S equal to function of J and K. That means I am going to make one circuit. That circuit will generate the S. Yes, if J is like this, K is like this, and Q is like that, correct? No, then that S is available at this point. If you apply the clock here, then these circuits will generate one state. That state is the suitable state to the JK flip-flop. Because directly we cannot derive it here because that is the core is not the JK flip-flop. Core is the SR flip-flop. Right. So for S, make the Karnaugh map. Hey, one asked me yesterday about Karnaugh map. No, that we will discuss here. You will remind me after this one. Then I am writing here. You take yes. Sorry, here no J, J, K, Q. 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, 1, 0, 0, 1 now, 0, 1. You fill up it and tell me the equation for S.
JQ bar.
JQ bar.
Check.
K
You
bar
tell me.
Q, sir.
You tell me this. I mean, you tell me this thing. S is equal to here what?
0.
You choose though. Next.
Don't care.
Don't care. Here.
0.
Okay.
0.
Okay.
1.
1.
Okay.
Don't care. 0. 1.
1. So you group them then.
JQ bar.
Here one group. Here one group. Correct, na?
Like that, JQ bar plus JK bar.
S is equal to what? S equal to what?
JQ bar, sir.
JQ bar. And R equal to
KQ, sir.
KQ, sir.
KQ. This is the equation we got now. For the same way for R, you derive another equation for R. Apply the Karnaugh map. Right? All of you do it. Apply the Karnaugh map. Then you tell me what is the value. Electrical students, kindly you practice. Electronic students may be familiar in all those things. So here again, J, K, Q, 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, 1, 0, 0, 1. Here R equal. Tell me here. For this table, tell me the values.
Don't care.
X.
Don't care.
0.
0.
Sorry, 0, 0, chudo. Next.
1.
1.
Don't care.
Don't care.
0.
0,
0.
0,
1.
1,
0.
0. Okay. 0, leave it. Then you group them now. How will you group them? This 2, 1. This 2, 1. Okay. So therefore, R equal to K into Q. R equal to K into Q. So that means now we found that combinational circuit. So if I draw the circuit for these combinational circuits, automatically SR will function as the JK flip-flop. So next we are proceeding for drawing the circuit. So therefore, as we have seen already, this is our SR flip-flop. Yes, or clock. This is SR flip-flop. Q is here, Q bar is here, Q bar is here, and then our J is here and K is here, right? So the S is equal to JQ dash. JQ dash, it goes to one AND gate. The AND gate output is S. First input of the AND gate is J, and then second input is a Q bar, which comes from here, Q bar. That means here J Q bar. Then our R is a K into Q. Another AND gate. This output goes into R. One input is K, another input is Q. This dot, no, this dot is called a soldering dot. So if you put a dot like this, means there is a connection. If there is no such a dot, means there is no connection now. It is running over the another cable, right, track with the insulator. So therefore, our FPGA will, our JK flip-flop will be something like this. This is the JK flip-flop. JK flip-flop, and this is that combinational circuit. This is that combinational circuit. Combinational circuit. This is the combinational circuit. Now, if you analyze this circuit, you will understand. Suppose you take one case, right? You take any case here. Suppose J and K, J, K, Q plus, Q plus, right? Suppose if J and K is 0, 0, this is 1, 1. If this is a 0, if this is a 0, in this situation you apply now, you apply in this circuit. If a Q is a 0, if a Q is a 0, right? If a Q is a 0, then this fellow will be 0. Therefore, this will be 0, right? At the time Q bar will be 1 here, J is 1, so this S will be 1 now. You apply the clock, your circuit will go to steady state. Circuit will go to steady state. That means that this will become 1 now. This will become 1 now. That means toggling happens. Right? 1, 1, 0 is the present state. You apply the clock, toggling happens. Or you assume 1, 1, if this is 1, then 0 will happen, toggling will happen. So like that you can substitute any condition here. So what is happening ultimately, see the J is external input, the clock is external input, and these two are the output, final output, right? So we have made the circuit, that means we designed the circuit for certain application, for our required application, that if J is like this, K is like this, and Q is like that, you generate this S and R. I'm going to apply the clock now. Once applying the clock, I needed to have this output, right? Because that output is the function of actually JK flip-flop. So to realize the JK flip-flop here, right, I incorporated one circuit. The circuit works here to generate the suitable input into the SR flip-flop, to make it as not to function as SR flip-flop, but to make it function as the JK flip-flop. But if you go to the micro level, this unit alone always acts as SR flip-flop only. Since the core characteristics cannot be changed now. Core behavior is SR flip-flop only. So core is working as SR flip-flop only, but the SR flip-flop will be driven such a way that the whole system will realize the operation of JK flip-flop. Right? So that is controlled by this circuits now. That is controlled by this circuit now. You understand now? So therefore, this is called a next state generating function. Next state generating function in the sense, the circuit will generate the S and R such a way that the required next state will be generated by this SR flip-flop. So using this general approach, general design, it is possible to convert any flip-flop into any flip-flop. Right. So next, for your practice, I'm giving you, you do now, you generate one flip-flop, that is you generate a JK flip flop from T flip flop. You generate and tell me this equation for this two. You work now. You work out now. That means your core is a T flip flop. Your core is a D flip flop. You generate the JK flip flop out of T flip flop. You work out the same procedure. No any difference. Make the similar table. Take the inputs.
Excuse me, sir. Sir, how shall we know that what type of core our FPGA is using?
No, that part we no need to worry because tool will optimize it.
Okay, sir.
But if you want manual route and placing is there, no, then we should know. But that is available in the user manual, core. That particular FPGA user manual, Milega.
Okay, sir. And in this case, in this JK flip flop, for every clock cycle, the output will be toggling, right?
That means whenever your JK is 1-1.
Yes. With this current. Yes, sir. Okay, sir.
Because that is what you want to know. That is what we want obtained. Toggling for every clock. You derive the circuit and then you tell me that expression.
Sir,
Sir,
can we design the combinational circuit at output also?
Now not needed. No, now not needed. In future we need now. Now you are correct. In future we need it. But for this application we don't want.
Okay.
Because here
Sir,
we are very well that we need to realize only flip-flop operation, not any specific application.
Okay. Sir.
But when do we aim for specific application? That case we need a combination circuit at the output also. From there only the finite state machine is coming into the picture. That we will move now. We are moving into that part only.
Okay.
Here we don't want. Here we don't want in the sense because just we know what we need. That means this flip-flop operation should be converted. That's all. So straight away we can go with one combinational circuit. Two are not needed.
So T equal to J Q bar plus K Q.
One second. Nindamani. Tell me T equal to what?
J Q bar plus
J Q bar
plus K Q.
plus KQ. You all of you check whether you all of you got this expression, this
Yes, sir.
logical
Yes,
equation.
Yes, sir.
Then you draw the circuit, and then you check that function. Okay, fine. That you check. Your practice homework is tomorrow you should show me, conversion of all the flip-flops from this flip-flop to that flip-flop. Right? That is simple only. You practice yourself. So just you follow the same procedure. This procedure is important for our next topic. Okay, fine. Now we will move into application. Right? Now we went to application in the sense, you look here, by looking this circuit, we came to know that by incorporating one flip-flop, one combinational circuit here, it is possible to change the behavior of any flip-flop. Change the behavior of any flip-flop in the sense, actually we are not changing the behavior of the core, but the overall application, the overall operation is completely different. Means using one flip-flop, we are doing some other job. Now the question is, if I put any more, as he told, if I put any more combinational circuit this side, at the output side, can I able to make this circuit for any specific application? Not only the flip-flop characteristics, changing the characteristics of flip-flop or obtaining one flip-flop from other flip-flop, is it possible to design any circuit in this fashion to realize any specific task or specific application, right? So in that case, the structure will be something like this. This is a combinational circuit, right? Then some flip-flop, then again one combinational circuits, right? Then here output. See, it is something like that. Here our input. This is the combinational circuit. Actually, this is called next state generating function. Next state generating function. This is nothing but flip-flop, also called memory. You know why it is called memory, right? And then again combinational circuit. This is what we call output generating function. Output generating function. The clock will go only to this memory. Only to this memory, right? Only to this memory and only to this memory. And then the feedback will come from here to this circuit. Right? And if you take this is a q of t, then this fellow will be q of t plus 1. This fellow will be q of t plus 1. Not the absolute q of t plus 1, but this value only will decide what should be the q of t plus 1. What should be the q of t plus 1 now. Right? So look here, this is a combinational circuit. This is also another combinational circuit. Combinational circuits. So if you understand this circuit, right? So I'm feeding the input here. Then this is the combinational circuit. It immediately generates the q of t plus 1. Means not the absolute state. It immediately generates the input here. Input into this memory. Maybe SR flip-flop or JK flip-flop, T flip-flop. Whatever it is, there may be here SR, RT, RD, or JK inputs. These inputs will be immediately generated in no time, right? And then this memory will hold the previous state until unless I apply the rising edge. So at the moment when we apply the rising edge here, or falling edge here based on the type of flip-flop, then these input that is generated by this circuit will generate the next state. Understand? Then immediately that state is propagating back here and goes into this combinational circuits. At the time that there may be some input, change new input or old input, but however, this SR and JK, DJK will be updated immediately as a function of Q only. If you do not change your input that instant of time, right? But that will not affect the circuit because next rising edge will require some time to apply. You understand now? But once the Q of T is changed, and then immediately the output also will be changed because this is also the combinational circuits. Then the new output will be generated here. So this output will be held here until unless the Q of T get changed. Q of t will not be get changed until unless you apply the clock here. But this Q of t plus 1, that means SR, D, JK will be changed once the Q of t is changed, the input is changed here. But this input is not a JK input. This input is not our SR input. This is not the T input. This is some external input, application input. You understand now? So see the management, timing management here, controlled operation here now. So I am changing something here, but that change will propagate through this combinational circuit. It will generate some SR, G, D, J, K here. Right. At that instant, the Q is already propagated here, like how it is happening here. Right. But the Q change, Q dash change is not in your control. That is in the clock rising edge control. You cannot change whenever you want. You got to apply the rising edge now. The rising edge only will change now. That means the Q and the Q bar changes in your control. Means that this is clock control. Understand now? So what happened? So the STR will be changed here based on this, all these functions. So this Q of t plus 1 is actually some logical function of input and Q of t. Input and Q of t. Maybe if you have some 10 inputs, then xi to x0 to x9 and Q of t. And Q of t. Or if you have 10 inputs, x9 comma, if you have parallelly 4 flip-flops, right? There are array of flip-flops. 1, 2, 3, 4 array of flip-flops. Because if your state is only one state, you want to maintain a Q of t 0 or 1, then you can give for only one flip-flop. If you want to maintain two different states there, for example 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1, then obviously you are in need of two flip-flops. Because you want to vary your states in 4 different level. You want 0, 0 is one state, and then 0, 1 is another state, and 1, 0 and 1, 1. So you need 2 flip-flops now, this flip-flop and this flip-flop. Right. So these 2 flip-flop output will be treated together to say that you are maintaining the flip-flop in 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1. So array of flip-flops will be there. But all the flip-flops will be applied by a common clock. Otherwise, there will be the asynchronous operation. Phase delay will be there. So all the flip-flops are connected to a common clock. So in that case, Q0 of t to Q3 of t, if you have 4 flip-flops. This is your Q of t plus 1. Then the Q of t plus 1 also, Q of 0 is the function of all, Q1 of t plus 1 is the function of all. So again, here also different inputs will be there. You understand now? So therefore, by combining the circuit in this way, it is possible to attain any kind of application now. Not only the conversion of one flip-flop into another flip-flop. I can go for any kind of conversions. Sequence detector, parity bit generator, gray to binary converter, serial port to USRB converter, USB to serial port converter, HDMI converter. So any kind of application can be realized by such a circuit. So this circuit is called finite state machine. Finite state machine, FSM design. Finite state machine or finite engine. Finite state engine, FSE design. Finite state machine or finite state engine design, FSM or FSE design. So see, dear students, now there is 2 more type of engine design. One is now your output is the function here. This output generated here, y out, this is the output function. So in this case, your output is the y out is the function of only Q of t. Only Q of t now. That means whatever the present state is here, that only will decide your output. In that case, this kind of design is called Mori design, Mori FSM design. Mori FSM design. Mori FSM design. That means the output is the function of only the current state or present state of the memory unit. Is called Mori FSM design. Inventor of this technique Or one more design is, suppose sometimes I need to decide the output as a function of present state, also as the function of input. So directly I'm tapping on input here. That input is going into the output function. Input is going into the output function. So this what we called a Mealy machine. MEALY, Mealy FSM design. Mealy FSM design. So that means your FSM design can be of two types. FSM can be of two types. One is a Mori FSM, another one is a Mealy FSM. So in Mealy FSM, your Y out is some function of present state as well as input. Right? So if you change the input, then your output will be changed because that is what you want. That is your application now. That is your requirement now. Right? In other requirement, whenever I change the states, that instant only the output should be changed because I want to control the output change also as a function of clock, as a function of output changes. Q of t changes now, right? So other than these two, there is no any kind of application. So you can bring any kind of application within these two types. So the finite state machines are two types. One is a Mealy FSM, another one is Mori FSM. Mori FSM output, it completely depends only the present state, whereas the Mealy FSM output depends on the present state as well as the input changes. So you take any control application, any computation, any arithmetic application, you can bring them within any one of these two types. Maybe Mealy or maybe Mori. The Mori finite state engine, Mealy's finite state engine will play a major role in controlling, in particularly timing control of other slave units. Right? The master will be always FSM. Slave will be always your executions around your core. Understand now? So you can make any sequential design, maybe the synchronous sequential or asynchronous sequential within these two types. You can go for one application in a synchronous, in F-Mori or in Mealy.
Sir, we have class at 10.
Acha. Oh, Vaishnavi send you any text or what? Separately send you any text to intimate me?
Sir, we are from quantum